Greetings, Dozenspeeders. 3 years and 100 videos ago, back when I knew even less about filmmaking than I do now, I made a lame attempt to be humorous with a short video featuring the plot of land where Crestfield Plaza once stood. I will run down a brief history of this landmark shopping center's history in a minute, but first we're going to peek over these parking garage ramp abutment ruins. We are at the eastern end of the property, around the 9300 block of Watson Road. In the background, you can see Watson Industrial Park tucked back there, and here is an abandoned bank. I don't remember what the name of the last bank that operated here was, but seem to recall it changed a few times over the years. But this is one of only 3 buildings that remain on the 47-acre parcel that runs along the north side of the 9300 to 9600 block of Watson Road. In this area here was a massive 3-level parking garage with direct access doors to the Dillard's and Sears anchors. One of the other buildings is a former, now unlabeled automotive repair shop that seems to alternate between vacant and operating every time I pass by lately. The third building still houses City Music, which sells sheet music and offers lessons. Here we are traveling westbound on Watson Road, and you'll see another one of the still standing Crestfield court signs, as well as a job site trailer for HBD Construction, the contractor possibly hired by the latest developer to take a crack at reutilizing the parcel, Walpert Properties, based in Creve Coeur, Missouri. Now we are looking east from the western end at the intersection of Watson and Sappington Roads. If you could reverse this shot back in time about 12 or 13 years, you would see an open Macy's store with a number of 2008 and older model year automobiles happily awaiting their masters to return in the parking lot, although this scene would unlikely be in HD. And now, an impertinent and incomplete eulogy for Crestfield Mall, recorded November 2020 as we approach the 67th year of this saga. Please enjoy this regurgitation I've assembled of widely believed facts. Louis and Milton Zorinsky began developing this outdoor, strip mall-like suburban shopping center along Route 66 near Sappington, Missouri in 1954 and opened it by March 1957. Not only was it the first regional mall in the St. Louis metropolitan area, it was one of the first in the country to boast 2 anchor stores, Sears Roebuck and locally founded St. Louis department store Scruggs, Vandervoort, and Barney, which can trace its roots back to 1850. The complex also included a Kroger grocery store, which operated here up until November 1972, when they moved into a new store built across Sappington Road and sublet their old store to Tipton Electronics. This subletting led to a 1975 legal dispute with the mall, which was ultimately decided in Kroger's favor. An enclosed addition was made in 1967, featuring a new Sticks Bear and Fuller anchor, which of course eventually became a Dillard's until 2007. The mall remained largely outdoors until 1984, when a final major addition enclosed the entire mall. In 1969, Vandervoort's closed due to bankruptcy and turned into Famous Bar, which of course eventually became a Macy's until 2009. The remaining third and final major anchor, Sears, closed up their location here in 2012, the only one of the 3 to essentially run the entire mall's primary 56-year history. Another noteworthy chain store closing is that of Woolworth's in 1988. A robust economic engine for the city of Crestwood up until the early 21st century, the mall faced all the typical issues they all do, such as crime and security, rambunctious kids, and online shopping. You should take warning that the rest of this narrative is going to be fraught with personal opinion. The decline of this mall was accelerated rapidly when it was purchased by now-defunct mall operator Westfield in 1998 and narcissistically renamed it Westfield Shopping Town Crestfield. Like a vampire, they sucked the life out of the property with neglected building maintenance and cutbacks in security, along with a sharp increase in lease terms to well above market average for the time. This resulted in a mass exodus of stores around 2006, further nosediving the property towards virtual bankruptcy within just 6 years. They managed to unload it on Centrum Properties for $17.5 million, who named it Crestfield Court, which was unfortunate for anyone who received a failure to appear arrest warrant due to confusion about where to sort out their traffic tickets. Centrum, whose initial plan was to create a lifestyle center on the site, leased some of the old stores to artistic and nonprofit ventures such as galleries, studios, and meeting places. When their redevelopment plan contingent on tax subsidies was shot down in the summer of 2013, they let the project go to auction, which was won by Chicago-based Urban Street in 2014 with just $3.6 million. Urban Street began demolishing the mall in 2016 while submitting their own tax incentive contingent proposal for new mixed-use construction to get shot down based on the same grounds as before. In 2018, the third developer Walpert entered the scene, proposing a $300 million plus mixed-use development similar to the successful Streets of St. Charles. The word on this plan as of January 2020 was that everything was a go as soon as $300 million investment dollars materialized. However, by summer, they too bailed out on the project due to dramatic market outlook concerns resulting from the pandemic whose name we dareth not speak. And so the city of Crestwood is once again back at square one, thus making this the deadest mall in St. Louis overall. So now for the umpteenth time, we once again say farewell to Crestfield Mall. Your memories will always... What's that? Crestwood Mall. I've been calling it Crestfield this whole time. I thought it was named after the field I'm looking at. It was really called Crestwood? Aww.